Thousands of Egyptians have crammed into Tahrir Square to celebrate their success in toppling President Hosni Mubarak a week ago. But the mood is far darker elsewhere in the Middle East, with dozens dead and hundreds injured in anti-government demonstrations in Bahrain and Libya. Middle East correspondent Ben Knight reports.
A week after Egyptian protesters forced their president out of office, Libyans are hoping to do the same to their long-standing leader, Colonel Muammar Gaddafi. This footage posted on YouTube purportedly shows demonstrators marching through the streets of Benghazi, chanting anti-government slogans. There were also demonstrations reported in other cities, including the capital, Tripoli, which led to clashes with security forces and pro-government supporters.
We came here to the Green Square because we love our leader. Everybody from educational institutions and the general public administration came here to the square because of their love for the leader. We cannot do without our leader.
Libyan state television has been showing these pro-Gaddafi protests, but there's been very little to see or hear from those who oppose him. And once again, it's YouTube and Twitter that have been showing the other side of the story, although the information they provide is impossible to verify. Mobile phone videos showed protesters lighting fires and stopping traffic. At least 20 demonstrators are reported to have been killed. And there have also been deaths in Bahrain, when security forces staged a brutal assault to clear protesters gathered in Pearl Square early on Thursday morning. The capital, Manama, is now under police control. The demonstrators' focus then turns to the hospitals and morgues, where many of their comrades ended up. At least 4 people were killed and hundreds injured.
More than 200 pieces inside his body. He was sleeping. They shot him when he was asleep, this man and this man. That man, he was speak with the police, please don't shoot, don't shoot. They shot him in his head. See what they do in his head. See, put the camera in his head. Let all people in the world to see what Al Khalifa they are doing.
The raid has earned Bahrain's government a rebuke from its ally, the United States.
I called my counterpart in Bahrain this morning and directly conveyed our deep concerns about the actions of the security forces. And I emphasized how important it was that given that there will be both funerals and prayers tomorrow, that not be marred by violence.
But the Bahraini foreign minister says the actions were justified.
The country was walking on the brink of a sectarian abyss. So it was a very important step that had to happen. Police took every care possible.
The minister was speaking after a meeting of foreign ministers from the Gulf, called to discuss the growing tensions in the region. And this is the outcome they all feared. Victory for the demonstrators. Thousands of Egyptians are again on the streets of Cairo. But this time it's a celebration, marking a week since they ousted their own dictator, Hosni Mubarak. And following Hosni Mubarak on the way out will be 3 of his ministers who've been arrested on charges of corruption. It's a move that many hope will show that the interim military government in Egypt intends to implement at least some of the change demanded by the protesters. Ben Knight, Lateline.